This video covers the review for section 12.3, Parabolas. Number 7, find an equation of the parabola with vertex 0, 0 and focus at negative 3, 0. The vertex is at the origin and the focus is at negative 3, 0. This tells us that our parabola opens up to the left. Parabolas that open up and down are x squared equals 4ay, and parabolas that open right and left are y squared equals 4ax. So the equation of this parabola looks like y squared equals 4ax. In our case, because it opens to the left, it's actually going to be a negative. And so the focus is at the point negative 3, 0, which tells us that our a is negative 3. Plugging that into the equation, we get y squared equals 4 times negative 3x, or y squared equals negative 12x. So the equation of the parabola is y squared equals negative 12x. To make an accurate sketch of the parabola, we go to the focus at negative 3, 0, and we let x equals 0 and find y. Sorry, we want to let x be negative 3 and find y. So y squared equals negative 12 times negative 3, which is y squared equals 36. So that says that y equals plus or minus 6. So the two additional points are x equal to negative 3, y equals negative 6, x equal to negative 3, and y equals positive 6. Those are the two additional points, and that allows me to make an accurate sketch. One thing to keep in mind here is that the focal axis has length 12, which is the line connecting those two additional points. It has a distance of 12, which is the same number that sits in front of the x. Every time you graph a parabola, that will be the length of the focal axis. Problem number 8. Graph the parabola y squared plus 6y plus 8x minus 7 equal to 0. To find the vertex, we need to complete the square on the y squared and the 6y term. So we subtract 8x and add 7 to both sides. We take the coefficient of y, which is 6, and divide it by 2, and gives us 3, and we square that and get 9. So we add a 9 there, and we add a 9 there. This gives us y plus 3 squared equals negative 8x plus 16. To see where the vertex is, we factor out the negative 8, and we get x minus 2. Y plus 3 squared equals negative 8 times x minus 2. So the vertex, the x minus 2 tells us the vertex is at a positive 2, and the y plus 3 tells us it's at a negative 3. 2, negative 3. Because it's a y squared and an x, it either opens to the right or the left. And since the number in front of the x minus 2 is negative, our parabola opens to the left. The focus lies a units from the vertex. That a is found by remembering that the number in front is equal to 4 times a. So that says that a is negative 2 or 2, giving us a vertex on the y-axis. The coordinates of that point are 0, negative 3. The two additional points, or the two other points on the graph, are found by setting the x value equal to the x coordinate of the focus. If we let x equal to 0, we'll get a nice equation out of this. Y plus 3 squared equals negative 8 times 0 minus 2. That's negative 8 times negative 2, which is positive 16. Take the square root of both sides, and we get y plus 3 equals plus or minus 4. Subtracting 3 from both sides, we get negative 3 plus 4, which is 1, and negative 3 minus 4, which is negative 7. So the two other points are 0, 1, and 0, negative 7. Zero, 1, and 0, negative 7. And remember, this is the focal axis, and it has length 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the same number that sits in front of the x. And so that tells us how wide this parabola opens up. And this concludes the video for the review for section 12.3, parabolas.